Want me to bring this mic over so that we can have audio?
Yeah,
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah, if you could.
Sound guy.
Yeah.
Students, art schools, and JHS and student council.
You guys want to introduce yourself?
Oh, I'm Cameron Slipkowski, and our students, our schools, and JHS and student council.
National Junior Honor Society with taught to the drive.
Students educated each homeroom about the need to have a food pantry.
Items went to both the pantry and 68 hours.
This year set a record, collecting over 2,400 items.
For the food spending months.
Across America. Both Student Council and National Junior Honor Society participated in the Raymond Reeds Across America sending off ceremony.
Student Council sponsored the costume day on Halloween, and National Junior Honor Society sponsored the Crazy Hat and Hair Country Day on the day before Thanksgiving.
Student Council sponsored the 12 Days of Christmas.
Honor Society will help to facilitate the IHGMS school-wide belt league.
Upcoming dances. National Junior Honor Society is doing the Valentine's Day dance on Friday, February 13th. And Student Council is doing the St. Patrick's Day dance on Friday, March 13th.
Student Council sponsoring Spirit Week. It's a school-wide dress-up days and contests from February 16th to February 20th.
These are just like the days and like what we'll end up doing. Yeah. And the points given to each like class and grade.
You guys talked a little bit about what the themes are.
Oh, so like on Monday, it's country club, or country versus country club. So you either get to dress like a cowboy or you really get to dress like formal.
Students dress as teachers, or teachers dress as students. It's like basically what it says.
On Wednesday, it's rhyme without reason. So you can dress as a rapper or as a rapper, and or you can dress as weird rhymes or homonyms.
Thursday is salad day, so each grade has a different salad, and whatever ingredient you get is like the theme. It's farm attire for ranch dressing. 7th grade has island attire for Thousand Island dressing. 6th grade has blue attire for blue cheese. 5th grade has Greek gods for Greek dressing, and 4th grade has Italian food for Italian dressing.
And on Friday, it's color day. And 8th grade will have the color green, which they'll have to wear. 7th grade will have the color blue. 6th grade will have yellow. 5th grade will have red. And 4th grade will have orange.
And for the activities, it's school kindness, respect, quit, make good, kindness / respect, quilt in your pod. And whoever gets first place gets 200 points towards their grade.
On Tuesday, it'll be school spirit poster contest, and you'll just have to make the best like spirit week poster that you can. And first place will get 200 points.
Teacher lip sync, the teacher doing a lip sync, and whoever wins gets 200 points for their grade, and the UA and Ag will just compete the fun.
On Thursday, it's gratitude / kindness chain. And class scavenger hunt.
On Friday, the student faculty both decorated grade gets 200 points. The most colorful dress gets 150 points, loudest 150, most school spirit 125, and best sportsmanship 100 points.
I get asked you just a question. Why do we even do Spirit Week? Why does it exist?
It's to like show spirit for like school.
To bring the school together for a week before like everyone goes off their separate ways. Operation Cleanup or Raymond Cleanup. All three leadership groups will collaborate in the spring to participate in Operation Raymond Cleanup at GHS, Student Council, and middle school RCA will contribute to this. Thank you.
Any questions?
Questions, Joe? Which grade won the food drive?
Uh,
I think I was gonna say fifth or sixth.
yeah, I think it's like a 6.
No, I think it was fifth. Wait, was Miss Saltmarsh fifth?
Yeah.
So I
Or
think.
no, she's 4.
I'm not just sure.
Yes, 4. Those are the winners for the entire school. But I think, I don't know the ones by each grade, but for the entire school was 4th grade.
Yeah.
And it's so much class.
What was the previous record? Do you know? You have over 2,200 items,
1,500.
so you almost doubled it.
It was between that 12 and like 15.
Awesome. Great. Steve, you have something?
Oh, yeah, which of the spirit days are you guys looking forward to?
I'm personally looking forward to the salad one.
Yeah,
Salad or the rhyming one, the rhyming.
rhyming one.
Yeah.
I have a weird question for you guys. Do you have any idea why the rest of us giggled when you guys said Friday the 13th twice?
Yeah.
Yeah. I realized it's an old movie. And we're all like, wow, that's kind of crazy. 2 Friday the 13th dances.
That
Yeah. And then I realized these guys probably have no clue, but that's cool too. It's an old classic horror movie.
No clue.
You know the movie Friday the 13th? All right, we're gonna have a conversation. And after the,
I haven't watched it.
yeah. Anyway, nice
Never
job.
swim in a lake.
Nice job.
I just want to lift the two groups up because, you know, a lot of times, like from my perspective, I think about how the adults need to run a future, and the leadership groups are really an opportunity for students to kind of show that they can help us run a school. They can help us. You guys can help us know like what students are interested in, what students would be motivated by, and that, you know, the idea of Spirit Week, right, is really to build a sense of school culture, of community. And I think that's one thing that IHGMS is really good at. And I've been impressed every year. So I got to work on the costumes for you guys this year. And I think I got convinced to try to do a lip sync battle. So I'll work on that too.
You really need to show us a picture of any dresses as a homonym, because I can't picture that one, to be honest.
I was trying to figure out like, all right, how many, what does that look like?
Remember what it is first.
Two.
Okay.
Any questions?
Good job, everyone. Thank you very much. All right. Public input, anyone for public input? Leave that open. Student representative to the school board, Mr. Harmon.
So I don't have much to report because we were on break. There was a girls varsity basketball game on Monday. And it was at home. And Raymond lost 41-48. And then there was another there was the boys varsity basketball, and the boys won. Yeah, they were away, so they were at Conan, and it was 57-38. And today, all the schools had a 2-hour delay, and which everyone was happy about.
Wait a minute.
Well, the children were, I guess. Just the only thing to comment about it was that sometimes there was some confusion, so, I'll be asking, probably some people in the high school, like the principal or something like that to, if we could get like announcements or something like that when the new periods are coming in, because there was like 3 bell rings in like 10 minutes. So, because one was signaling the end of lunch, and then the second one was signaling get out of the halls, and then the third one was signaling for second lunch. So it was a little bit confusing. So hopefully next time that happens, we can do a little better job. But other than that, it was,
Because of a condensed schedule.
yeah.
And who won Spirit Week at the end of December?
I don't remember.
Last year.
Yeah, it was last year.
Seniors won?
I thought so, but I didn't want to get it wrong.
Somebody told me that.
I think it was me.
It was.
So that make it's not so pleasing for the kids. You can give them the 5:30 in the morning call.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard that was actually too late. They wanted it actually earlier. I'm like, Tuesday.
Earlier. Yeah, like 8:30 the night before.
Well, I tried to do that. This was a little bit more dicey. I wasn't 100% sure on this one.
Any other questions? All right, thank you very much. Student services update.
As usual, the student service update, this is information, not a full presentation to meeting. As you review the update, please let me know if you've had any questions, and I will aim to have the answer for you when we meet. Or I can have it in a Friday memo.
Nothing stands out as alarming or significant or anything to worry about.
Pretty much.
They did well on the, is it?
Yes,
AG?
yes. That was that Jody had spoken to you several times on that times, and we did really well. I mean, we still have some things to work on, like as anything. And then, it's just like, you want them to find something because we know we're not perfect. But, we did really, really well. So kudos to Jody, kudos to the deans, kudos to the case managers and related service people. Outstanding job. Was we were worried because they've some other places in the state.
Jody was
really
talking
did
about
hard.
it, yeah.
Yeah.
He was, I think, prepping us for.
Yes, they're
attention.
prepping us for like this, it might not, but they did really well. And the state worked really, they worked well with us too. When, there were issues, they were like, hey, can you, this is missing, do you have this? And so we were able to provide that information instead of getting dinged on it. We were able to provide the information to them.
I had a question about enrollment. September 25, 1150, September 25, 1132. It seems pretty significant.
Slide home.
On paper, maybe 5.
Yeah,
Or-
if we could have, if
Page number.
sure, if they could put the slides on the numbers on the slides. Just to make our life easier.
look at the-
Comparison.
Are you looking at out of district?
So it's 4. It's 4.
4? September,
Just look like overall enrollment.
yeah, for in 23, 24.
So down at the bottom in September, it was 1150. And then
Oh,
3 months later, we're down to 1132.
Yeah, I didn't want to say, but if you look at the slide before we have the enrollment for September 25 or October 1st is 1139. So,
Okay,
all right, so they're just,
that's, yeah, probably more accurate.
so, yes, but anyways.
Yeah, they just stood out.
Okay.
District. Anyone have any questions, concerns?
Oh, that's.
Right, I guess we'll move right along. Behavioral health and wellness.
Same thing. Got any questions? Give it a look. We know.
I actually do have one question on page 8. District-wide, tier 2, tier 3, just the overall percentage of our population with interventions was around 25%. And I just don't know how that compares regionally. If we can,
It would be hard to correlate, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
My opinion, we're probably higher than surrounding. I would think Epping, we might be, somewhat close to.
Yeah.
I think with Exeter or any of those other districts, we would probably be as high. It is what it is.
yeah, I was actually thinking, sorry, thank you for that, more, comparing to ourselves too, like what does that compare to like last year?
Oh, well, that,
Is it in here? I didn't see on
and
this one.
I can ask Sam.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just curious of, because,
Yeah.
you know, we've been doing a lot of work to make that number small.
Right.
So I just want to see if we have some good
For
data.
achieving that.
But I mean, what's concerning also is if you look down here, the number of students with 3, 4, 5, or 6 interventions is a lot higher than we'd like it, I'm sure.
I mean, it's 3% of the population, but 33 is not a small number.
But it takes up 70% of the resources, right? Because if they're dealing with that on a regular basis, how are they able to deal with anything else?
Yeah,
At least
there's
that's my
definitely,
interpretation of it.
there's definitely more resources on that group, sure. If we can just get some correlation.
5% of the population. All right, anyone have any questions about that? Comments, concerns? All right. Mr. Harmon,
I'll go back to the comparing the districts. Why would that be that we're like a little higher? Do you know why? Or
No, it's just
yes?
sometimes resources, sometimes more resources, sometimes more easily identifiable. I don't know. You know,
all right. Enrollment projections, what do we got there?
this was brought up when we were doing the budget season, whether we really would use, what's it called here? NASDAQ. So we were asked, how much does NASDAQ cost? How often do we use it? To go out to bid, get some quotes on some other, I guess, companies that do enrollment projections. I'm going to be honest with you, in my mind, I think it's something that we could do once every 3 to 5 years and not do it every year. I don't see there's that much variation from year to year, but I think a 3-year snapshot or a 5-year snapshot, if we wanted to pay for it then to do it, I don't know what the board's opinion on it, but basically NASDAQ was the cheapest one. Ross Harbor was $4,900 and Wolpet quoted us $8,000. So NASDAQ definitely is the cheapest one. I don't know how accurate they are, to be honest with you, because when we look at these from year to year, all of a sudden we'll get kindergarten, went up to 100. They projected 80 and who knows? You don't know. I'm sorry.
Yeah, one thing, just as you mentioned it, one thing I think it was the building committee back in last year. When I say last year, I mean 24, sorry.
Yep.
Looked at numbers and, we found that a significant portion of kids born aren't here for kindergarten coming out of the gate, and it's like 20%, which is significant. And I don't know how we can identify what that's all about, but anyway, that's just one thing. And I'm on the same page. I'm thinking it would be no more than 3 years that we'd get projections, because I think it's important for us to have those numbers so we can look at what are the enrollments going to be in the future, so that we're making decisions based on today, but also what's going to happen tomorrow, right? So.
How accurate
But
are these?
I would also say, did we look at how else other districts in the area do their enrollments?
I did not. Most of them sure, but I did not.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it today. I'm just curious. Thank you.
How accurate are these?
Well, once we get them in the building, they're fairly accurate. I think the inaccuracy.
I'm glad I can count
I
them
know,
all.
the inaccuracy is the birth rate and coming into kindergarten. As John mentioned, Kyle mentioned that with the housing market and the change, he had some study, and I don't have it at my hand, but the people moving and leaving or not coming to kindergarten.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at this, you don't need to be a mathematician to figure this out. It's
Yeah.
going down.
Yeah,
Like,
I
so
know, yeah.
we're paying somebody to tell us the obvious.
Yeah. No, but like I said, I think once every 3 years would be a good, to look at to say, okay. But again, we have 100 kids in kindergarten. You can basically guarantee that we're going to have 95 by the time they're in 7th grade. High school, we lose a few more. That's just the nature of the beast.
And this wouldn't factor in development. Would it?
Yeah, they do. That's what NASDAQ does. They look at housing rates, they look at birth rates, they look at all of that.
Specifically to this town?
Yeah. I mean, the town, the state.
I will say,
past, I don't think they've been very accurate at all.
No.
Because,
Mhm.
I mean, we've had, at one time it was saying we're gonna have 60 kids. But, you know, at one point it's just like, okay, we have more than that, 70 kids in kindergarten or whatever, we'd have 100. I mean, even the overall, numbers, they're not even close to what, we're at now. I mean, 24, 25, we had more than 10, 1068 kids, so.
So, yeah, it's actually in here too. I was looking at their methodologies and I was thinking, I mean, it's interesting that they go out 20 years, but it's kind of useless that they go out 20 years because they even put in their methodology 1 through 3 is really what you should look at. So I don't know that anything beyond the first 3 years is even worth.
Irrelevant.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, next year, things are gonna change. And it might go better, it might get more kids, it might get less, but it seems like there's no way to really, you can't use historical birth rates to say that tomorrow's birth rates are gonna be up or down. And building permits is probably the only really good number because that gives you a sense of how many people might be buying houses or moving in.
Applications, yeah.
And we own a lot of rental properties. Do they look at the rental properties?
Sure, they look at all of it.
Yeah. Yeah,
And that's kind of my thing is, I say it all the time. The enrollment's going down because people are not moving in or out of town.
Well, people aren't having 6 kids anymore either.
Right.
1 or 2.
New Hampshire's getting older.
Yes,
This
that's
is across the state.
Yeah, well, it's not across the country.
In this town,
Yeah, the
law.
baby boomers are done having babies.
Maybe we're gonna have to be a long time ago.
I know, but my parents were baby boomers, so, but it's, well, because I'm old now too, so I shouldn't use.
We Gen X.
Terry,
Yeah, yeah.
I think
Too old.
2000, our high school enrollment, about 660. It's about half that now. Give you a sense as to, the decline, even though our population in town has increased from 2000.
Not by a lot though,
No, but it has
maybe a
increased.
couple hundred, yeah. But
We
the
also,
amount we've decreased.
didn't we also have another town in here back then?
No. We might have had some out of district.
Yeah.
Out of town, Candia nearby, a few, but it wasn't like it was 25 years before that, the 80s, when we had some Deerfield and Candia people.
How much do we pay for this?
NASDAQ
2000,
is,
right?
yeah, 2000, 1900, 1930.
I mean, I would think we go at minimum, maybe not at minimum. I'd say maybe we skip every other year. I don't know that we have to do every year. I'm a little leery to go every 3, just because things could change significantly in 3 years, but I certainly wouldn't fight it if people wanted to go for 3.
I think it's a conversation each board would need to have, depending on their needs at the time, right?
Yep.
And right now, I think for us, we're in a good spot.
Yeah.
With what we need. Because we've kind of sort of paid for it.
Anything else on that?
I'm assuming once every 3. Do we need a motion, which is,
So I just say we're not doing it
next year?
in this calendar year,
Okay.
right?
All right.
Or as long as March, whenever March elections are.
If you can push it out 3, you won't have to deal with it.
I got 1 more, yeah.
Oh, we want to look at it every 6 months for you.
Go weekly.
Okay.
All right, so what are we doing? Every 3, every 1?
I
As needed?
I
I mean,
think, but, or they wanna they can decide.
Because of, yeah. As we know, boards are kind of, as they change membership, their philosophies. Yeah, so.
Raymond High School light pole banner donation and recognition.
Yep, that's notion, we had the sponsorship policy just passed. We received a donation from Adidas of 12, well, let me paraphrase this. As you know, the flags coming into the building, the green ones, the rubber green and all that are looking pretty ratty, looking pretty bad. Jeremy reached out to our vendor and they were like, yes, we can do that. So we were looking at it to do it ahead of time and we were actually looking to pay for them. But now with this new, they said, they would donate them. So let's paraphrase that. So we received a donation of Adidas of 12 flags, 8 to replace the light pole banners coming up the driveway of the high school and 4 to be set up at the middle school. The estimated value of the donation is $2,000. The flags will look similar to this. If you click the link, you can see the Adidas logo and then Go Rams. I think the other one actually says Raymond on it. As per policy KHB advertising in the schools, Raymond schools in the district may, upon approval of the superintendent or designee, accept financial or equipment resources in return for short-term, less than 1 year, recognition of the donors. Any permanent recognition of the donors will require school board approval. Because we're looking at a 5-year lifespan on these, so that you guys would have to say, yes, we can use this and put it up. Since these flags are expected to be last longer than 1 year, I'm seeking approval of the school board for acceptance of this donation and approval of the recognition.
I like it, minimalist. Nice. John,
Are we, to me, if we're advertising something, shouldn't it be not as prominent as what we're trying to put up there?
so you don't like the 50-50?
Yeah.
I was like,
It should
Yeah.
be like 90%, 10%
That
or
really didn't occur
something.
to me.
I mean,
You would think like a lower right corner,
that's what I was.
big enough to see, but not half the
Yeah.
side.
I'm gonna
I mean,
abstain because I love Adidas. I'm gonna say-
but I just look at it and I'm going, I see the Adidas first, they're on top. I'm trying to figure out why is that? And then 2, they're on the top half. What, I mean, in the 50%. To me, I don't think it's worth it if we're gonna do that. We just might as well put up a pair of Adidas sneakers.
I got a couple, I think.
I mean,
You want my green ones?
Just look along the power lines, somebody shorter across the pair.
Throw a hair over the wire there.
so from my perspective, I'm not a big fan of doing what we're doing, but that's the policy now, but I wouldn't favor putting up something like that.
Do we have an option to ask them to change the design?
I'm sure we could.
We can negotiate that ratio.
It might. I don't know.
I've seen plenty of stuff that's branded. I mean, we all have, I'm sure, around,
Yeah.
and it's not 50-50.
Yeah.
It's.
It seems, yeah.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
It seems like it's a weird split. I love I'm okay with the idea of Adidas sponsoring them and putting them up. I don't have a problem with their logo,
Yeah.
but it shouldn't be the top half of the
Yeah.
thing.
Well, if we think about school boards, I think, what do we have, senior or something on them, and they're not half the school board. They're a small section of the school board, prominent, you want to see it, but yet they don't take up half of school.
Do 25, 75.
Oh, I'd have to ask.
Yeah.
I'd be okay with 25.
And
Yeah, I agree.
lower, as opposed to the
Yeah.
top
Yeah.
billing.
If we remove it and then on the front, put Raymond High School by Adidas. With an idea.
Even if they want to put sponsored by Adidas at the bottom would be, I would even be okay with more words if they were smaller
I
and
don't think they're gonna, I think they're
I'm
gonna.
just,
The label.
the logo.
Their logo.
So do we have to make a motion to have you go back or can you just?
Got to go back. Let's just move on.
All right.
Is there like a way we can like make like a different, like a counter, I guess, like a different type of banner or flag that still has it, but like,
Counter proposal.
Yeah, that's what.
Okay, I was just-
Superintendent's gonna do, is Mr. Leatherman.
okay, okay.
Have
I thought they were
conversations
gonna
with the
ask.
powers to be in the district.
He's gonna go into Microsoft Paint and he's gonna shrink it down.
I like if I hear what you're saying, like,
Down the bottom.
we actually send them what we would, like, we can send them an image instead of asking for, yeah. We can actually send them an option.
Say less Adidas, more Raymond.
Got it.
That's all we need.
We don't
Never thought I'd
look like
say
the
that.
town of
we are.
Adidas sponsored by the Rams.
So you know what we're gonna do?
Yeah.
Deliberative session speaking, my favorite thing. So,
This is on you guys,
all right, so we need,
on you, Tom.
we need to come up with, who wants to say what?
This is just
Any volunteers?
reading in
I'll do
the,
6.
All right, John for 6.
I pick one, I don't care, I'll read any of
It's
them.
the year-end fund balance.
That is.
You won't be.
I would hope either Joe or Tony.
You
does.
can come just to read one, if you want, just to
Yeah.
farewell.
Tony, you want to do the IESF? You want me?
Yeah, you can have the one.
Want me to have operating budget? That's the. what do you-
I can take operating budget if you don't want it. I don't care.
My favorite one, special meeting.
What's it, like a sentence?
Yeah, it's like a paragraph, not even.
Not even.
really, I don't. Capital reserve funds don't matter to me.
Well, you're off.
Steve, you want operating budget?
Sure.
Okay, Steve, operating budget. Joe is gonna do the bargaining agreement. You gotta read that whole thing, or you can just hit the high points.
We're gonna do hit high.
We're gonna read the warrant article.
Condense it and not go through the entire,
Well, you gotta, yeah, like John said, you have to read the warrant article. and then
Yeah,
do the
not the whole CBA. You can just go through
No,
the
I
the
mean,
major.
Do some high slideshow, right, that I did to the budget?
Yeah, similar to that, what we've done. Because I think it's important that we
Inform them.
advertise what we're trying to do, yeah.
But we
Not
don't
advertise,
we don't
but
wanna bore them. to death.
inform.
It gets slow in those things and people stop paying
Mhm.
attention quick. All right, so I guess I'll do 4 and 5, I guess. And that leaves what?
Your
7?
voice might be a little hoarse from after doing number 4.
Yeah, right. I'll save some. And
Lots of honey.
I'll be in the back and, whoa. All right, who wants to take 7? Anyone volunteer for that? Joe? All right. So, next, deliberative session, public information timeline. What does that consist of?
Those are the
We have
board
to have-
meetings, right?
What's that?
This stuff is supporting for
Oh, you gotta have the,
forums and
right,
coffee hour
Okay.
with principals and.
in the new law that says you gotta post that
Yeah.
information about things
Salaries.
taken out of context, yeah.
Yep.
I love that.
Specially sized paper.
What do you guys have to do for the town? What special things?
Oh, yeah, you know, nothing. Nobody cares about that. Don't care how much the town manager makes or anybody else, just people that are teaching your kids.
Yep.
So do we have any questions or concerns about this timeline here?
I have to do it.
It's just funny, like,
Oh, and I said the same thing, like,
yeah,
how is this not just kind of taking stuff out of context and putting a bad taste in your mouth as you walk up to the poll?
no, it's designed to make people
It
upset.
is, it is.
Well, it's interesting because another website on Facebook was putting down, how much people were making. And it's
Public information.
Oh, it is. I mean, they made it sound like it was shocking. I was like, they're like, well, why are these people making this much? I go, well, superintendents these days,
Yeah, can we put that-
required to have their PhD. What are you gonna pay them?
No.
Not all of them.
Just a postgraduate degree.
Oh, so I'm still out.
So I'm sitting there going, you can't sit there and just, you're gonna pay somebody 50 grand. They're never gonna, no, you're not gonna have anybody.
Again, it's taken out of context, like, so at least some other supporting information that says this is where we are state average or, because we're still not very high. If you don't know what you're looking at, it looks like, oh, wow, that's a lot, but in terms of actuality, it's not.
I also like the people who sit there and say, well, we're not that good compared to what we used to be. Well, nobody knows what we used to be because they didn't have these back 40 years ago.
Well, I mean, I've never heard about the great old days of Raymond schools.
So is there a limit to what we can add to the information? We have to post salary?
Very specific.
But we can put our own information.
What we have to do, but if
Supplementary.
it says we can't, that's what I'm saying, like, if we have to put your salary, can we also put the requirements for your job? That this is the job
Oh,
requirement?
naturally.
And what the average superintendent makes in New Hampshire?
Yes, you could.
Oh, do that.
I think if we're
Put it on
gonna
a
have to put,
t-shirt. Let's put it on a t-shirt.
yes.
It can be on the
It just-
flags. It can be flags.
No, we
I
gotta
totally
flag
get
policy.
people should understand what we're spending, right? But I don't think the out of context, a number in an echo chamber is the right way to go if we can put information that says, yes, this is the salary, but this is the reason behind the salary, because this is a very skilled position. This is not something that everybody can do. However you want to word it, put literally a legitimate job description of what each person makes and what they do. I think it would be worth putting that up there. Just if we're gonna put out information, let's put out all the information. I don't think it's fair to just throw numbers out on a poster board because we're required to, and then not support it.
Agree. At least, provide some kind of,
Context.
yeah.
So did we get any further on who's gonna do what on the
Public forums.
All right, yeah, my bad.
It's all right.
Digressed. We're
Yeah.
going quick here. We got time to burn. All right, so what do you want to do here? Anyone want to volunteer for anything specifically?
And probably do the Monday morning one. I just have my schedules, it's hard for me.
You know where I'm going.
Yeah, I know you, I'm not even gonna get near Long Branch.
Oh, that's mine. Calling that one right away.
I can do the one here on Monday, the 27th.
I can do the middle school, the high school, I mean, all the elementary school really doesn't
All
matter.
right, we're gonna have to pick one.
Which one do you
Which
want?
one do you want to do? Because,
Doesn't matter to me.
all right, you don't have a preference?
Nope.
A day? I think Joe goes to the, middle school. Congratulations,
What are you going again?
middle
I
school.
thought you said high school, then I was thinking, I'm like, high school.
Steve already
I
took the
thought-
high school,
I
yeah.
got high school.
John, you interested? Are you able to do any of these? Anything not, that's fine. I guess I can do. Anyone else want to take another one before Someone's gonna
Which
have to-
date is the one that is, open?
well, we got the January 24th at 10, LRES.
I'll be there.
And, we got a Tuesday evening forum.
Let me, I just said I'll do it, but then I should probably
Yeah.
check my schedule and make sure.
Like I said, if you can't, I can probably make it. It's not a big deal.
Tuesday nights are hard for me with the kids.
Be the first, probably Tuesday night I have off in a while too.
Wait a minute. Why do I have? January 24th is a Saturday.
Correct.
Must be 23rd then.
Are the other dates like that?
No, the other one's right, 21st.
Well, the Tuesday, the 21st is actually the 20th.
Okay. This is the copy and paste
Wednesday,
thing.
the 21st.
Yeah, Wednesday, the 21st, and then Monday is.
Right, so,
is
okay,
26th.
So with the days, not the dates.
because we can just set it anyway.
Right, so
Yeah.
it's Friday, the 23rd that I'll be doing. Yeah,
Okay.
I'll be
Friday.
doing that too.
Okay.
At 10 a.m.
So then I would be the 7th.
Just double check too.
Okay.
Because one of them has Monday, January 27th. Oh, that's 28th. Okay.
Make sure
I'm
they're on
confused.
the date.
Confusing myself now.
Day, not the date.
Terry, just text me if you want to be there.
Oh, Jenna's trying to say something here.
Oh, she just has,
Yeah, I do think, I'm sorry, I think I have the dates wrong there. So let me, give me just a minute and I'll get you the correct dates.
We can copy and paste. So then, the evening public forum, does more than one person want to attend that, or we need to post a quorum notice?
Jennifer usually posts them.
Anyway, okay.
We had a whole, what, 2 people there last year? 3 people?
yeah,
So who's, the pilot for that one? You? All right.
How much the pilot for all of them?
Well. Yeah, I guess I'll be here anyway. I got nothing better going on.
what's it, the 27th, Tuesday?
Yeah.
Jen is double checking her.
Yeah, it's listed as the 28th, but it's the
So
27th.
we can hang out the whole day. We'll bookend it. We'll go to Long Branch. We'll wrap it up at the Media Center. Like the good old days.
Fixed it?
Yeah, Wednesday's the 28th.
She made the.
Yeah, I might be able to come, but I can't to being the only one here just in case.
Well, what else?
Okay,
Seems to be
so
good here. Oh, go ahead.
I just added a link in your working agenda right underneath that one, which says this one, and that's the correct one. Sorry about that. I must have linked the wrong file.
Oh, wait a minute.
That changed right there.
30th.
When is-
That's actually better for me. So,
All
thank you,
right,
Jen.
all right. Yeah, actually,
So I will do the 30th at LRES.
so that one's just the next week. All right.
And so it is Wednesday, January 28th. So that's not Tuesday.
All righty.
I can still take the Monday, the 26th. That's still fine.
That one was the date, not the day.
Let's not get too confused here.
Well, no, because it was Tuesday earlier, now it's Wednesday. 28th. It actually is on the 28th.
Right, because some were the day and some were the date.
Wednesday, the 28th. Evening,
Copy.
coffee hour, breakfast and dinner, Tony.
After dinner too now. We all make sure.
All right, and we are at,
The other thing is we've got, after they delivered it, we need to do videos for RCTV, right?
oh, right.
That's on here, that's on us.
I've been doing mine at home. Sending them in, so.
Yep.
You can do it.
I did that last year too.
You just do the same order we usually do. Whoever is talking does the video.
I can do mine, yeah. So,
I don't remember doing one. Did I do one?
I think I did yours last.
Yeah, probably. I'm like, I had no recollection of doing that video.
you went to the whole thing.
Yeah, it was on IR.
Exactly.
Right.
Is there anything else that we're
It
missing?
was already been on stretching, it's fine.
I think everything else is
Warming up.
not us, right? Excuse me.
All right, then.
So you still got that cold, huh?
No, I don't. So try it. Yeah.
All right. I'm all screwed now.
Strategic plan update.
Strategic plan update, correct, thank you.
All right, so this is our first update with the new updated strategic plan. Universal supports for all students of both academics and behavior, tier one instruction. The forever goal is the Raymond School District will develop a cohesive and values-driven learning environment to support academic and behavior/social, emotional goal for all students. The first strategic action is work with consultants at the district level to improve differentiated learning, continue to assess where the district is on differentiated learning. We're completed, but we're continuing to work with Mary Ann Nice. She's working primarily at the elementary school and a few of the grades at the middle school. I can't remember the math consultant's name. I just talked to Josh about it today, but that's pretty much locked up. So we're bringing in that math consultant too to work with the elementary school.
Rennie Descartes,
What's her name?
Rennie Descartes. She's this mathematician.
Oh, I was like, all right. I don't think that's John, but all right. So that's happening. Ensure a written curriculum in a consistent format for all courses and all departments across the district. The March workshop for the district. Everyone will be doing that, middle school and RES, and in January and March for RHS. So in March, the middle school and the elementary school will be doing it, and the high school will be doing it both January and March. Establish a reviewed work study practice program to align with the portrait of a graduate. That's ongoing for 2 schools, but at the March workshop, the January workshop, I don't have that in there because we just talked about it today. They'll be doing more of that at the high school level too. Complete a curriculum needs assessment plan on an annual basis by May of each year per the instructor resources. That's ongoing. As we mentioned, we just got the plan. We're moving forward with social studies. Josh is working on that. Upon review of assessment, develop action items as necessary. Plan of action developed. We really haven't done that yet because we're still working towards that with the action plan. Support for behavior, social, emotional growth. Assess district-wide behavior support needs through classroom observations and data collection. Assess district-wide behavior health consistencies. Sam's doing this one. So MTSSB fidelity inventory results continue to show an improvement in district-wide implementation, including alignment/consistencies. LRES in the middle school is hosting responsive classroom, responding to misbehaviors, a full day training in January is response to teachers requesting more training in this area. The BHA team reviews school discipline data 3 times a year to monitor progress and identify needs to target. We'll review district-wide behavior health intervention data in January, twice a year. Tier 1 teams facilitated by assistant principals in all schools meet at least bi-monthly to monitor discipline data, behavior support needs, add and adjust Tier 1 strategies. The Director of Health and Wellness attends the majority of these meetings to understand district-wide needs. Progressive discipline will have an emphasis on restorative and re-engagement with learning. The Behavior Health Advisory Team continues to focus on this area, consistently identifying specific entry points in the schools for further advancement of this work. All administrators are engaged in the discussion and continue to prioritize the importance of this. Student intervention teams and other coordinated teams to wrap around students with behavior challenges are always focused on integrating restorative practices and interventions. Beginning to see individual success of these restorative conversations hosted between students and between students and staff. Continue to analyze data in the district and school levels systematically and student specific to monitor progress of this work. Questions?
The, last action item on page 7, aggressive discipline. We are looking to reduce by 10%.
Yep.
What are we at right now?
Oh, I'd have to look, John, I can tell
We
you.
could
Yep.
have that in front of memo, just a sense as to where we stand on it, because we're almost halfway through the year. Thank you.
No. Right, is that it for that? Terry?
Yep.
Moving on. New revised policies, first reading. All right, take it away.
Policy IC school year. As per New Hampshire School Board Association, this policy was revised to reflect the removal of former 306.1810.4 relative to the graduation date impacted by snow days. SB 90 amendment to RSA 2 to better reflect the CTE coordination language of RSA 188-E, :1-A3, and redesignation of distance learning and remote learning for the revised 306 of 2024. I guess nobody.
So yeah, we're required by law to align our schedule to the.
Yeah, we have to have 10 days.
10 days.
That's for all schools. You can only be 10 days off. So Newmarket, Sanborn, Epping, ourselves and Exeter all can only have 10 days difference. And
In our end date, you mean?
No.
between September, or excuse me, after Labor Day, and there's an end date sometime in June. I forget when it is. Well, typically SST is done well before our graduation. They're done 2 weeks beforehand. So we just have to be in sync with that. So every year I have all the calendars right now. So now I have to go through and make sure we're not off by 10 days. Typically, to be honest with you, Epping and Sanborn have more PD days. So they have to push their days more to be in line with us. Like our only difference day is the Deerfield Fair. Winnicott, they have to be honest too. And Winnicott has in their contract, every time in between trimesters, the teachers have a workshop day. So that's contractual binding. So we can't do it. We have to have the December 23rd off. Epping, Winnicott don't. So there's another day. So there's 4 or 5 days right there where we're not in sync.
Oh, wow.
So it's usually contractually driven, so that's basically it. So we line our PD, that's why we have PD days now on election days. Because a lot of the other schools closed their school previously when we didn't, but we had to say, yeah, we're gonna start doing that because we would have been out of sync.
No, I love it so much. I don't know why you love it so much.
And this also goes with what somebody was talking about on Facebook, when the graduation day was, and I go,
Right.
oh, in retrospect, it's usually be somewhere around here, but we don't know how many snow days we're gonna have, so. Well, I shouldn't just say snow days, whatever.
Ice days.
Ice days.
Yeah. Went to school today.
Okay, now. Policy IHCD advanced coursework, advanced placement courses in STEM dual enrollment and concurrent enrollment programs. As per the New Hampshire School Board Association, this policy was updated to reflect the passage of 2025 HB 193 amending RSA 188-E27-2, which limits the amount of state funding for dual and concurrent enrollment funding to 4 courses per academic year for each student. Additional changes to Section A relative to other advanced coursework opportunities. And it's gonna definitely be harder for kids to get like an associate's degree if they're really good students and being in high school at the same time. They used to be able to do that, but I can take so many courses. Yeah, well.
All right, any questions about that?
We'll see G JCA, change of class or school assignments, best interest of manifest hardship. As per the New Hampshire School Board Association, revisions to this policy include complete restructuring of section A, best interest determinations with specific changes to reflect passage of 2025 SB 97, amending RSA 193:3, which now requires approving in district best interest requests subject to a few conditions. 2, additional of the definition from 193:3, section 7 for approved private school. Removal of some references to change in classrooms, assignments within the same school. 4, change the title of policy and correction of reference to ED 204-01G in section E4.
Right. Any questions about that? Okay,
Policy JICK, student safety and violence prevention, as per the New Hampshire School Board Association, revisions included new content added to reflect 2025 passage of HB 108, which amended RSA 193-F to address investigations of alleged bullying involved more than one district. Change the title, emphasize connections to bullying. Additional definitions, some from 193-F, some of the aids for clarifying and reflective statutory provisions related to immunity and liability. In addition, sample JICK was completely reformatted and restructured.
any questions about that one? Nope.
Policy JLCJA, emergency plan for sports related injuries and additional protocols for athletic participation. As per the New Hampshire School Board Association, this policy was revised to reflect additional requirements for sports injury emergency action plan as required by passage of HB 763, amending RSA 200:40-C. Modifications of the listing of employees trained in first aid and CPR to align with the American Heart Association and other organizations, and requirement of related training on AEDs and additional provisions for locating the AEDs tied to EEBCA, former AFD, GBBA, and JLCEA.
All right, any questions about that? None. We'll move on to second reading. You want to take care of those ones?
All right, I'll make a motion to approve policy FEH, supervision of construction.
Second.
And second by Steve, discussion? All those in favor? Aye. Next,
Make a motion to approve policy GBEBB, employee student relation.
Second.
second by Steve, discussion? Right, all those in favor? Aye. Next,
I'll make a motion to, recode this policy, so it's now KFD, use and location of automated external defibrillators.
Second.
second by Steve, discussion?
Just a weird question. Didn't the last new one reference this? Is there any tie to it? Or is it just that it referenced KFT? Okay. All right. I just wanted to make sure.
All those in favor? Aye. Another one, that it? Committee reports,
Yeah, good. Always.
yeah. Someone told to do it.
Somebody's got to do it. Budget committee, last night met, on the town side of things, and we voted on their warrant. The operating budget was increased by $12,184. And then the remaining were all recommended unanimously. The school public hearing is tomorrow night. I think it's down in 109. And then, the building committee, worked on, frequently asked questions at our last, meeting, which was Monday night. And again, the website for the building committee, is rsdbuild or rsdbuild.com. I have. Right.
Jennifer,
2 days before break, 2 days after break, not a lot's happened, so I don't have much.
first one is other.
Quiet is good.
I guess. Doesn't necessarily be quiet. There's nothing that you guys did.
Is there anything you wanted to say or add or comment on? Okay. What's up next?
Manifest.
Manifest.
Total accounts payable, $1,038,134.80. Total payroll, $525,897.31 for a grand total of $1,564,032.11.
We're all signed.
Thanks,
You got everything back?
What's that?
everything with, everybody signed them?
Yep. Three, right?
I know I had signed them, but we just validate that they've all been.
Mhm.
Want to go to approval of minutes?
Yeah, I guess so. Anything else there?
That's, okay, it's not the first one, sorry. I'll make a motion to approve the December 3rd, 2025 minutes.
Second.
Right, by Steve, discussion. All those in favor? Aye.
The next one, December 17th, there is a correction that needs to happen on page 5. Under the motion for ratification of the RASS, the person seconding it, I believe, is Beth Boucher. The other Beth that's mentioned wasn't here that night.
Oh, that's funny.
So. Motion
Second, sorry.
by Steve. Discussion. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And the last one, Terry, the non-public. I'm assuming that's written so that it's safe to unseal. Yep. Make a motion that we, non-public minutes of December 17, 2025 and unseal them.
Second by Steve. Discussion. All those in favor? Aye.
Ready?
Wow, that's a
I'll
long.
make a motion to go into non-public under RSA 91A:3, Roman numeral 2, and then I've got an alphabet soup here. So, A, B, C, D, and then M.
Second. Second by Joe. Discussion. Steve,
Yes.
John?
Yes.
Myself, yes. Beth?
Yes.
Joe?
Yes.
Right, thank you very much.
Night, Ethan.